Hello friends, welcome back. So here we have an Excel sheet and today let's talk about few basic functions which would be useful in our daily life whenever we are dealing with a huge amount of data. So here I've taken few examples. As you can see, the different cells have different kind of data. One is it's not in a proper way. One is in uppercase, another one is smaller case, many has the spaces, lot of spaces. So how do we deal with this? So if you have one or two, it's not a problem, you can simply type the way you want it manually. But when you have a huge set of data, maybe like thousands and ten thousands of records, then that's when the challenges. So need not worry, we already have the functions, inbuilt functions in Excel. Let's see how we can utilize it. So whenever we are, as you can see, already I've written those function names in the top. So I'm going to make use of the same function and explain you what it does. So whenever we are calling a function in Excel, make sure that you are giving this equal to sign. That is when the Excel will recognize, okay, the equal to sign is given and whatever comes, whatever keyword that comes after that is a function. So as you can see, what I'm going to do is I am going to convert this particular or the entire or everything into uppercase letters. So you can see it is not proper right now. So let's make use of the upper function and see how what happens. So I'm going to say equal to, there's a keyword called u, p. See, as I type, you can see whatever function that's available in Excel will all pop up. So as I type and go, you'll be able to see uh, it is reducing because there are there is okay, whatever. So so there's an upper function over here. So just whenever you call a function, open a bracket. After that, you can see it is asking for the text. The Excel is asking where is the text, where is the text that you want to convert. So give that particular text. So it is an A2 cell. I'm going to give that, close the bracket, and you can see as you enter, you can see the entire text, whatever is given, is converted to the uppercase. So next, also, it is already in uppercase, and so whenever you're using function, when you want to convert the other set of data also into function, you need not sit and write the function again and again. Instead of that, as you can see my cursor, which is moving, you can see it is a kind of a white color plus sign. Once I move this into this particular end, the right down end, you can see it is getting converted to black cursor, isn't it? Once it happens, just double click, click, you can see it is getting the formula is being applied to all the cells wherever the data is available. Okay, so you can see the uppercase has worked. You can see all the data, whatever is was given to that particular function, has been converted to the uppercase. Now, moving on to the lowercase. There are scenarios where the data needs to be in lowercase and not in uppercase. That is when the lower function will come into use. As I mentioned, whenever you're making or calling a function, you have to give an equal sign and then call out the keyword, the function keyword. That is lower. You can see, just double click on this and then it is asking where's the data. Give the data to it, close the bracket, enter. Now, as I mentioned, same way, just drag and drop also will work or double click also will work. Now you can see all the data has been converted to the small letters. Okay, then as I mentioned, you can see now all the whatever text that we have given has all been converted to the lowercase small letters. So next, whenever, see, there are cases where you don't want the data to be in the uppercase or the lowercase. It has to be whenever a form or whenever you write something on your book. How do you write it? You first, write the starting word with an uppercase and then the remaining ones with a slow one. Whenever someone asks me to write, Radhika Ravikumar, I don't write everything in capital or everything in smaller. What I do is I write the R in capital, then ADHIK as small. So that is the proper way of writing, isn't it? So that's how we follow. So that is the reason we Excel has given us a function called proper, which we can utilize. Same way. equal to proper, then give the text whichever you want to convert it into a proper text, then close the bracket, enter. So now I'll just minimize these. You can see the proper has converted the starting word, the starting letter of a word is uppercase and the remaining ones are lowercase. You can see that. So this is what the proper is used for. So quickly moving on to the trim function. Trim function is mainly used whenever there are enough number of spaces which you have to delete it manually. Instead of doing that, if you just give the trim functions, then it will remove the unnecessary spaces and give back only the sentence or the statement with a proper spacing. So for example, it will not remove all the spaces. If it is going to remove all the spaces, then obviously it's going to be one chunk of data which would make no sense. It will not do that way, but trim function will remove the unnecessary spacing. So you can see here there are multiple spacings here and on. So it's just going to remove the unnecessary spacings and give you the proper text. Sorry, just give the trim function name, then give the text to it, then double click. Now you can see that it has retained only the spaces that is required and has removed the unnecessary spacing. So these are the the function that is utilized in Excel, the basic ones which you can use it in daily life. And also you can use these functions inside the other, maybe in the next tutorial I'll teach you how to do that. Until then, keep watching my videos, like and subscribe and share as well. Thank you so much.